So if you're a contractor in Texas and think your general liability policy covers everything you do, there's a very high probability that you're exposed to a lawsuit that your carrier will not pay for. We're seeing a specific type of claim getting denied frequently because business owners are confusing general liability with professional liability. They sound similar, but in the eyes of the insurance adjuster, they're polar opposites. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the technical difference between bodily injury and financial loss so you can audit your own coverage. I'm also going to show you a specific exclusion code that is usually hiding around page 4 of your GL policy that automatically voids your coverage the moment you offer a client advice or design work. Most agents never mention it, but I'm going to show you exactly how to find it. To understand this, we have to look at what triggers a claim. General liability is triggered by physical events. It covers bodily injury and property damage. If your ladder falls and hits a parked Lexus, that's property damage. This is general liability. If a customer trips over your extension cord and breaks their wrist, that's bodily injury. That's also general liability. But professional liability is often called E&O, or errors and omissions, and it's triggered by financial loss due to your advice or service. So it covers negligent misrepresentation and basically bad advice, right? Inaccurate advice. There's usually no physical damage involved. The client is suing you because you cost them money by your decision. Here's the problem. The construction industry in Texas is evolving. You're not just swinging hammers anymore. You're doing design builds. You're acting as a construction manager. You're consulting. The moment you move from doing the work to planning the work, you cross the line from general liability to professional liability. And if your policy did not cross that line with you, you got a problem. So let us get technical for a minute because this is where the denials happen. If you want to look at general liability policy exclusions, you're looking for a specific endorsement form. It's often numbered CG 2279 or CG 2280. It's titled Exclusion, Contractor's Professional Liability. This form specifically excludes coverage for bodily injury or property damage arising out of the rendering of or failure to render professional services. What counts as a professional service? Preparing blueprints or drawings, supervisory or inspection services, if you do anything in engineering or architectural advice. If you're a GC and you advise a client to swap out a material to save costs and that material fails 18 months later, causing the building to rot, your GL carrier will likely cite this as an exclusion. They will say that was not an accident, that was a professional error in your judgment, claim denied. You're now funding your own legal defense because of this. Another layer to this is timeline. General liability protects you while you're on the job and after you leave. But professional liability is often a claims-made policy. This means that the policy has to be active when the claim is made, not just when the work was done. So if you retire or if you switch carriers to save a few bucks and you don't purchase tail coverage, you could be sued 3 years from now for a design error you made today and you would have zero coverage for that. This is why looking at the cheapest quote is dangerous. Cheap policies almost always have a retroactive date, inception, meaning they don't cover anything that you did in the past. How do we fix it? First, let's audit your GL policy. Let's look for the CG 2279 exclusion. If you do design work and you have that exclusion, we need to talk. Second, assess your operations. Are you strictly labor or are you providing expertise? If you're charging for your expertise, you need professional liability. Third, check your contracts, right? Many commercial general contractors are now requiring their subs to carry professional liability if they have any design input. So don't get kicked off a job site because you missed that line item. Insurance is about transferring risk. If you keep the risk of your own advice, you're gambling with your business assets. Having the right policy is step 1, but proving you have it to a general contractor is step 2. And that is where most people, they get stuck in the paperwork. So if you've ever had a job delayed because of your certificate of insurance got rejected, you need to watch this next video. We break down the specific description of operations mistakes that cause COIs to get kicked back and how to fix them before you lose the contract.